Welcome back to Doom. We are still in the foundry, we still have a meltdown to stop, and we still have a barrel challenge to complete.
Have you filled out your UAC accidental death and dismemberment form yet? See Jessica in Human Resources for assistance.
That may or may not have been a joke about inhuman resources. You know, like HR people are inhumans because inhuman resources. Forget it. By the way, I have saved you like 3 minutes of me running around not remembering where to go, as well as a random imp spawning. In case you are wondering, yes, it is quite possible to fall down into the molten lava, as opposed to non-molten lava, and die. Molten lava. Why do people even say that? As opposed to solid lava, yeah. Or is it molten metal? Maybe. Actually, this looks kind of like molten metal, yeah. Forget I said anything. Okay, let's go kill some evil demons. Well, that went well.
Demonic threat reduced by 75%.
For them. Now, it is possible to go further down, but there is no point, so why would we do that? I do, however, want that armor. And these jumps are just as perilous as they seem. Whee! Okay, now we still have one last gore nest to take down, and afterwards we will be able to proceed, which will of course include killing more demons. I want that. I care not that my armor is maxed out, I want that now. Now here you are going to see me try and find some explosive barrels, because once again I could have sworn that there were some here, so that I can get done with the challenge, but it will not be meant to be, or whatever is the correct way to say that is. Now feel my pain, feel the pain of an obsessive completionist. I'm not even that obsessive, but I am for the purposes of the LP, so feel the pain of the obsessive completionist. Okay, I realized that there are none in that corridor, so maybe I can draw them in here, but no, I was just wasting my time, and I was wasting your time, but what I'm not going to waste is ammunition.
Gas leak detected. Access denied.
That Hell Knight is brutal. Almost as brutal as the Doom guy.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Now here there is first this Praetor token. Which is promptly followed by some platforming. Now you see these green lights on platforms that I jump onto. These are actually the indicators that yes, they can be jumped onto. This is the correct way to go. I want that, but I cannot get that. I could probably lob a grenade right underneath my feet again, but I chose not to because, well, I didn't think about it. Well, that was a missed opportunity for some black comedy. They could have... I know the game could have given you a prompt, the like... right arm acquired or something like that. No, left arm acquired, I'm sorry.
Access granted.
That, however, was good as well.
Gas leak stopped.
Now let's go kill the final gore nest and all the accompanying demonic entities. I've heard some people complain that the game frequently locks you in a room with demons, that it traps you with demons and makes you kill them all before progressing. But it's not true, it doesn't trap you with demons, it traps demons with you. And this is what Hellraisers do. We fought them like 4 times already, and this was the first time one of them managed to fire off an attack. I think. Maybe.
Demonic presence reduced to minimum safe levels. Lockdown disengaged. Turbine room doors now open.
I kept trying to break some of the platforming, but to no avail. There is some endgame gear that will allow you to break or more often bypass platforming, which is what is used for speedruns and sometimes extra combat maneuverability, but I don't have that yet. And we have gotten all the secrets, and the last elite guard is right in the way after the final big fight of the level, so let's go exactly there. No, I'm not cutting any of that out because the game actually expects you to backtrack, and that's not me being dumb and incapable of finding my way. So, it's staying in. Besides, it wasn't that far away. Have you noticed how we have found a rocket launcher in the last video and I still haven't used it once? Well, this is because everyone has that one weapon that they don't use until they absolutely have to, until they are out of ammo for everything else. And for me, that weapon is the rocket launcher. I don't use it ever until I'm out of everything else. And, well, I reckon most of you will yell at me, or at the screen, or in the thread, or in the comments, or wherever you can yell at me for this, but this is how I play the game. And it's not the case with other FPS games, it's just this particular rocket launcher that I don't like for some reason. I don't even know why. But this is the final fight of the level, and they're all trapped here with us. Too bad for them. The poor souls must be terrified. Look at me, I'm being tactical. Now, there is one problem with this specific room, I think, and it's the fact that it's too big for this number of monsters. If there were more density, then you wouldn't have to run around the room and look for the demons to kill, which you have to do here. Now, in later levels there will be areas that are just as big as this, but they will have higher monster density, and it will not be anywhere near as much of an issue. In fact, the monsters will generally find you. And this was done for me, by me, to showcase and to explain one of the things about the staggering mechanic. It's that while the demons are staggered, they actually regenerate some of their health. So it's theoretically possible, if you are using a pistol, to never be able to kill tankier enemies, which includes the Hell Knights. Because, well, they will have regenerated more health than you can dish out in the same amount of time with the chosen weapon. And there is actually one late game challenger that will force you to bypass that. How? Well, we're gonna find out in half a year when I get to that. I hope it's not gonna take me half a year.
The core temperature is now stabilized.
And with this we can finally proceed.
The primary control room has been activated somewhere nearby. It could be Olivia.
Authorization: Olivia Pierce, Alpha 402.
She has locked me out, Dr. Hayden.
Hello, Olivia. I'm Guy. Doom Guy.
All power rerouted to Argent Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
would not have saved them anyway.
The system won't allow anyone but Olivia to override it now. We will have to shut down the Argent Tower manually from the surface.
And this is it for the level. But I am not saying goodbye, because there is still one thing left to do. And you will feel every second of it, because it's annoying. And the further into the game we get, the more difficult the challenges become, and consequently the more effort it takes to, well, complete them. And sometimes more tries and reruns of the levels. It's gonna get bad.
After running more diagnostics on the active Praetor suit, it appears that I can accelerate the upgrading of your arsenal by measuring your combat effectiveness. I have added a tracker to your helmet's display.
However, this is the thing with the reruns of the missions. You get to keep all the equipment, and all the progress in the level is saved. This is a good thing normally, but for me as a Let's Player it's a horrible thing, because it means that I cannot reset my progress. And I'm stuck with whatever the first take was, and if the footage is corrupted, then, well, I will have to replay the entire game up to that point where the footage was corrupted, and it sucks, trust me. By the way, I did not mean to fall down here. And yes, this does extend this entire thing. Now, I'm not showcasing anything other than the challenge here, so there is nothing of interest going on unless you are hell-bent on seeing the challenges completed. Because this is how you complete these stupid challenges. This is what I meant when I was talking about remembering there being possessed here and explosive barrels. And now I'm gonna spend the next minute trying to line them up. Or dying and clipping through the texture. Okay, so 5th time is the charm, I guess. Well, at least they are still here. So, okay, so here's this barrel, here are a couple of possessed, but I need more, I need 3. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Stupid challenge.